Hello and welcome to part 3 of Red Power. Now what I'd like to do now is, in the first two parts of Red Power I was quite verbal and I didn't actually do that much. Now I'd like to start off with the computers, because the computers is going to be a very important thing to do in Red Power. It's going to help with the sorting, and it's something which is quite key. So I've actually set everything up here. I've never actually turned one of these things on. As you can see, we've actually got ribbon. This is the CPU here. It's got a disk, console, and ID. And the ID is the ID of the CPU. Console is where the monitor is, and the disk is the ID of the disk drive. And then you've got start, halt, and reset. You normally need to reset before anything actually works. So hopefully it will work when I try and use it. I've got some back planes on the bottom here, which you can't see, but I've put it up to the maximum amount of RAM, which is 64K. It might be a bit of overkill at the moment, but you know. Here we have the monitor, that's over there, and then we connect an I/O expander, and then we can put some of this. There's a slot here that takes the bundled cable. Yeah, standard CPU's got 8K. Obviously, it's using words. So, yeah, I wonder if I can get this to work. So I've got the boot disk. Is that going to turn on now? Let's just try and do this. Start, reset, start maybe. Aha, there we go. Let's do 1 plus 1. And then what do we do now? Oh, it's emptied the stack. We'll do 1 plus 1, and then dot. If we do a dot again, the stack is now empty. This is 512. Okay. Yeah. I mean, I'm not going to go through it here. I'm gonna. If you watch the next few parts of Red Power, I'm going to be focusing on these computers. I just wanted to actually get to turn the thing on. I mean, that's obviously the first step. Could try one more. Do I need to do it like this? Okay, so these are all the words that are here. So there's a few familiar things here. A lot of loop names and stuff. And yeah, I'll be talking about this a lot more in the next part. And yeah, I mean, I want to start using the machines. So obviously start moving to the main thing, which is sorting. Something which I haven't really touched on in any of the series yet. So yeah, look forward to that. Hello and welcome to part 4 of Red Power. I want to go through some of the more functionality. Obviously I've built this room here. So I was just thinking about this stuff. Yeah, so the computer's already running, so I don't need to worry about that too much. Once we do, I think we keep caps lock on for most of the time, might be easier. If we do page, we can clear it. So if we do 1, 3, 5, then we do .s, we can see the stack. Do .s again, it's still there. If we do dot, it returns 5, so that 5 comes off the stack. So if we do a .s again, we get 1 and 3. So let's try with some. So yeah, I mean, so basically that the .s. So the dot is print operation, which prints and then post, and then afterwards removes the latest item on the stack. And the .s shows the stack without the removing items. So yeah, and the stack grows downwards. So if we put in a 6 in here, and we do .s, we can see that the 6 is now added onto the stack. If we do a plus, and then we look at the stack, we can see that the two numbers are added there. If we put a 5 in, look at the stack, you can see that the 5 is now added to the stack. If we do a minus, and then look at the stack, we can see that the third number is subtracted from the second number. So the subtraction will be done to the second number. Yeah. The latest number is the one which gets taken away, and then it's previous. If we put some more numbers on the stack, let's try that. Look at the stack now. We've got 1, 4, 5, and 8. Let's try multiplication. Let's see what the stack looks like now. We can see that's just multiplied the last 2 digits. If we try division, let's look at the stack now. We can see that it's done. That doesn't seem to work properly. Weird. Let's put 8 on the stack. Let's look at the stack quickly. Oh, interesting. It doesn't have anything now. Alright, let's put some numbers on the stack. 8, 12, 24. Let's look at the stack. Okay, looks fine. Let's try division, see what the stack does now. Okay, I think maybe it only deals with integers or something. Let's try okay, so even when you clear the page, it keeps the numbers on the stack. 1 and 8. Okay, empty stack. So let's try going the other way. Let's try 24, 12, 6. Let's look at the stack. 24, 12, 6. Let's try division. Let's look at the stack. 24, 0. So maybe something different is going on with division, but it seems to work okay with this. May as well stick with addition and subtraction. But there's something different is definitely going on with division. Why that is turning out 0, I'm not sure. I mean, maybe it is 6 divided by 12 and it's 0.5, so that gives 0. It takes what's that word? Where you just lop off the end of it. That's the word anyway. You just lop off the remaining any additional figures. It's not like rounding or anything. It's actually it's another term. But anyway, I don't want to go into that too much. So yeah, what we could do is we've got this. This is the bundled cable out. Yeah, the ribbon cable is what connects the stuff. This ribbon cable here, that's the ribbon. The bundled cable comes out. So let's just and there's all these different bundled cables. We need to go another level of abstraction, which is we need to get this insulated wire. So if we get yeah, we'll do white, orange, magenta, and light blue. I guess we get 4. So let's get some of the bundled cable. Let's not do it like this actually. How am I going to do this? Okay, I'll get the bundled cable out. And go around like go to the wall, and yeah, and then I think we can just, that connects up, which we don't want. Can I connect it here? I can. Alright. This may be a mistake doing that. Is the computer going to turn off? Let's look at the stack. Okay, there's nothing on the stack. Oh, that's fine. I wonder if I can go just straight there. Okay, so then we'll put magenta here. Actually, I might just go straight along the wall here. Not with that one there. And then, I'll start with the, I guess I don't really want it connecting up. So, orange, magenta, light blue. Okay, so then we want to put will this work? I'm not sure if this will work. I can always replace it with a different type of lamp. What about this one? Yeah, that looks off. I wonder if that has disconnected it though. Let's just check with the orange. No, it's probably still connected. These things are quite hard to tell if they're actually connected. So yeah, let's try. Now what we need to do is we need to remember that colon means that you've got a program in there. So let's try and do something with the white one. So if we do that, we then get, it says compile. And if we type 1 now, and we type, that's the end of the program, so it goes back to the command line. So we'll just get rid of this. But that should have sort of saved the program in there. So if we do white now, alright, so it's got 1 in the stack, so that program is there. So what if I do this like that? Oh, wait a sec. There we go. So you can see that this light has gone on in the IO expander, and this light has gone on. All right. So and then if we do 0 IOX exclamation mark, everything is off again. So that resets everything to off. Let's look at the stack now. So it's still in the stack, but it's not outputting into the console. That's interesting, isn't it? So if I do 1 IOX, that's on again. And what if I do 2 IOX? So the second one is now on. And that's because this value is 1, is 2, 4, and 8. Let's look at the stack now. It still says 1. This may just be the way to link with the IOExpander. Anyway, let's carry on. I mean, there's a few things, you know, like that thing with the division earlier. I wasn't quite sure, but these things, you know, it takes time, and this is obviously the very beginning of something. Let's try what happens if we do 4. Yep, there goes that one. How about if we do 8? There goes that one. Okay. If we look at the stack now, it's not changing, which basically means that all the communication, I mean, this you can, I mean, it's almost like this is just sort of like just to link it with the IOExtender. Interesting. So let's try and 3 so we'll try the other numbers that we've missed out. So 3 is going to be the white and the orange. That's 2 plus 1 is 3. So I'll just try the other numbers. Let's do that. 5, it should be 4 plus 1, and it is. There we go. There's 4 and there's 1. And the stack is always staying the same. The 6 is going to be 4 plus 2. 7, 4 plus 3. So the first 3 are on rather. Sorry. And we've got 8. We've done 9. 8 plus 1 is 9, obviously. Let's try 15. Let's try that one. And there we go. They're all on because it's 8 plus 4 plus 2 plus 1. So that's the way to turn them all on. So yeah, I mean, that was all I really wanted to cover in this video. Going to be moving on to different stuff pretty soon, and yeah, so that's all for now. Hello and welcome to Extra Biomes Excel. This is something I've taken a while to cover. What I want to do is I want to basically there's 28 different biomes in this, and it's kind of quite integral part of the mod of the whole pack sort of thing. But what I would like to do is I'm going to look at the sort of things that kind of connect with forestry, like aridity and humidity, stuff like that. But first I want to look at all the blocks that Extra Biomes adds. So I think look at our saplings. There's a purple autumn sapling, right? Orange one. Should be a yellow one as well. There's the brown. There's the brown one, and the yellow one's here. And these are some of the saplings that we've got. So we get some bone meal as well. Let's just get that out. One day I will learn that it's actually well, one time when I could have done with a stack. Okay. So let's look at some of these trees. That is the purple one. And of course we now have orange. There's the orange one. Here's the yellow. Quite like the yellow one. That's quite a nice tree. And finally we have the brown sapling, which I'll just place down here. There we go. And also we've got the redwood trees, because there's a few like redwood forest. Like I might even be in a redwood forest here actually. I'm not sure. The Green Hills. That's still a custom biome. The redwood forest. Yeah, these are redwoods. So if we just pop over here. There we go. Okay, so yeah, now some of these redwood trees, they're quite massive, so don't really want to build them. But what you actually need to do with their saplings is a bit different, and it's something which also you do with some of the forestry. So you don't just put down one sapling. Like if you have a redwood sapling, yeah, I hope I got the right thing. What you actually need to do is you actually have to get 4 of them. I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to get this to work. There's some flowers, which I'll be talking about later. Actually, no, these are the Thorncraft flowers. Sorry, I won't be talking about them. Okay, so yeah, you need to actually do it like this, and it's, I mean, okay, it did work. So there you go. You can see that this is actually a larger tree, basically, and yeah. And there's some in forestry as well that are 3x3. Some of the and they're even bigger than this. But yeah, I mean, that was all I really wanted to talk about in that particular area. Now, to continue on with sort of the blocks that we've got, like I say, they're the sort of the tree kind of stuff. And yeah, I'm going to go into that more when I've actually started covering forestry and extra bees and all this stuff in a bit more detail. One of the biomes has an item called quicksand. It's in the mini jungles, so they're just small jungles. They're not a huge amount of fun, to be honest, the quicksand, because you end up, yeah, you have this strange sort of sinking thing going on, and the only way to get out of it is you literally have to, yeah, you have to basically dig your way out of it. So there's that. And that's in the mini jungles, like I say. You may have seen some of my other videos. I'm pretty sure I have covered it. We've got this. It's in Mountain Ridge, and they're the ones with this red rock. I assume it's where's that in America? Idaho, is it maybe? Where you have the red rock. I think Grand Canyon has it as well. It's probably based on that, I'd imagine. And you have some of these. Yeah, I mean, there's quite a few of them now. So there's the red rock brick. Yep. There's slabs. There's brick slabs as well. The stairs. Okay. And you've got the facade. I think that's from Buildcraft, the facades. Yeah. So there's that as well. Yeah, and I believe, let's have a look. So yeah, I mean, there's a few different items. Actually, yeah, it's red cobblestone. Now, if we get 3 water buckets, I'm not sure quite how this is going to work, because I didn't actually know about this before looking it up. But we'll see if I can get it to work. You never know. It'd have to be shapeless, otherwise I'll be here all day. Oh, there we go. So yeah, if you do 3 buckets with the red cobblestone, you actually get clay, and clay is actually, and you get the buckets back as well, which is very nice. So all you have to do is fill up the buckets, and then yeah, you've got an unlimited source of clay, and clay is very hard to get, to be honest, in all games. So that's useful to know. It's very useful to know that. Now most of the other items, let's go through the other items. Most of them are flowers, to be honest, or things that grow near water. Where's that just come from? Seriously, that's like perfect. I really don't know where that has come from. This thing is called Katali. It's found in green swamps, and you have to place it in any biome next to a water block. This is what I could do with the accelerated. What is going on? Yeah, I'm just going to go do a normal kind of water stuff. Okay, so here's normal water area. So that's Katali. Yeah. Let's go off creative just to try and no, let's go into, sorry, this one. It apparently doesn't really do much though. So Now, if you've been to the wasteland, you may notice that it's actually got cracked sand in it. That's actually this is actually what the floor of the wasteland is like. The whole of the wasteland basically looks like this. So that's the wasteland. And yeah, it can actually, I believe it can actually do stuff to the ground as well. It can actually make bad stuff happen to the ground. It's sort of, you know how like when you've got a load of dirt and you put one piece of grass in the middle, it all becomes grass. I think it does sort of, in a way, it's the opposite of that. And again, we have a recipe here. So we just get the crafting table out there, and if we get a it's not fucking working. Okay, there we go. If we get the cracked sand and mix that with just the one bucket, we get sand. And yeah, I wonder if I don't think we can go any further than that. There's no, basically, but that just turns cracked sand into sand. So in other words, you're hydrating the cracked sand and you're creating sand. Yeah. So yeah, I mean, actually, as you can see, I've just put one here, didn't I? And that is already started to. It's starting to kind of spread. So that's just going to do that. Yeah, don't really need to show off that, but it does spread to a large area. Now the remaining items, let's just get them. So we have number 1 is autumn shrub. There it is. Number 2 is hydrangea. Yeah. Oh, I've got delete mode on still. That is not good. Okay, and I'll go through each of these in turn, just when I've actually got them all. We have orange flowers. It's not coming up. Maybe they're not actually in the menu. I wonder if I go into the creative menu. I'm just trying to think if they're actually. Here we are. They're called buttercups. So there's buttercups, and that's still called purple flower, but I mean probably will change. And we have white flowers, which I believe look like they're now called Kayla lilies. Yeah, some of these I've seen before. Yeah, I think there's actually a few new items which I haven't actually written down. Log turner, cactus paste, and scarecrow. So I guess we can look at those. I'm sure in future videos I'll go into more detail, and there'll probably be more items coming as well. And this red cobblestone actually got a wall as well. And the other one is root, which I'm not seeing. Leaf pile I've seen. Root. We're going to find root. There's root. Yeah, I mean it sounds like something you'd get in Twilight Forest, but it's not. And then finally we've got the toadstool. So let's go through each of these. We'll just go into survival. So the first one is autumn shrub. Let's have a see what that looks like. No, that's not the right one. I didn't get enough autumn shrubs from the looks of it. Okay, so we'll just get a stack of them. So autumn shrub, and that's found in the autumn forest. Not much to it. The hydrangea. You can actually make blue dye with this. Let's see if we can get that to work. Let's put it down again. Yeah, I'm not sure exactly how you would make blue dye with it there. Oh, you just put it straight in, and there we go. There's the blue dye. Okay, light blue dye rather. The orange flowers, the buttercups, work similar with the orange dye. There it is. Yeah, I'll just what they called buttercups, weren't they? So the buttercups, no point really calling them orange flowers because they are buttercups. So they look like quite nice flowers there. And yeah, the orange flowers in green hills, that's where you find them. The purple flowers we find in the savannah and the forested hills. Nope. They're still called purple flowers. So yeah, there we go. And with the purple flowers, do they make purple dye? I haven't actually written it down, but they do. So that's handy as well. Okay, the white flowers, they make... what's that one? No, that's something different. Okay, well, these are called calla lilies, I think. Yeah. Okay. So you can see they make light green, light grey dye even. We can put them down, and they're fairly, yeah. Some of these things might actually grow, but I mean, I put down a fair amount of these. So there's that light grey. They're found in the green hills. The root, must have got rid of that somehow. Let's get another stack of them. Not really sure what they do. Green swamps and green hills where you find them. Anyway, then we have the toadstool. The toadstool has actually got a recipe. If we get some of those and we get a bowl, I believe it's 2-for-1 ratio. So we get a bowl here. I'm trying to think how this is going to work actually. So there we go. If you just put one of the mushrooms in, I wonder if it works with the other one. Let's see. That's not going to work, but that's going to work. So I basically put one of the mushrooms in one of the bowls. So if you've only got, say, you've only got the red mushrooms, you would just do it like this, and that would give you a bowl like so. So that's pretty neat. They're found all over the place: autumn forest, green swamp, temperate rainforest, and the tundra as well. So yeah, I mean, that's going to about complete this kind of opening look at Extra Biomes XL. And next time I'm going to go through all the different biomes. I'm going to talk maybe a bit more about the humidity, some of the weather conditions perhaps in each of the biomes, and that's it for now. Hello and welcome to Greg Tech. What I'm going to do to start off is I'm going to go to the end. I'm going to look at something called olivine, which I've heard is naturally occurring in the end. I looked it up actually, and it's apparently got magnesium, iron, silicon dioxide. It's got an orthorhombic crystal system, stretched cubic sort of system. I think there's 7 crystal systems actually. There's a rectangular prism with a rectangular base. But for the purposes of this video, what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be trying to work out how to make emeralds from olivine. I'm going to use an industrial grinder. So the first thing obviously you need to do is get to the end. So let's see how we get along with that. So we'll get some Eye of Ender. That's a good item there from Steve's Cast. We'll put the Eyes of Ender in here. Okay. And then we will head over into the end. So there's the Ender Dragon. Okay. So you see there's various ores here. Now I'm actually tempted. What I might do actually, I think I'm just going to get myself a very powerful sword. So I have a feeling I might be able to. I don't really want to destroy the the beacon things because I don't I may not even need to. If I just get a very, very powerful sword, let's see what I can go for. I never actually tried using power on a sword. It might be quite handy though. I'll use power. I'll use smite. All right, let me just get geared up, and then I'll be back in a sec. You notice that these are actually on I think it's bedrock, isn't it? Yeah. Interestingly, actually, I'm actually on I'm on peaceful at the moment, which means I can actually fight him. There's no proper time, so it always looks a bit like this. Okay. All right, let's see if we can get him properly this time. Shouldn't be too hard. Man. I'll just use arrows. Come on. Oh, what the fuck? How am I missing there? Oh, we still got one left. Pretty sure I haven't got any others left. You see, there's a lot of different types of ore here. It's fun trying to beat him, actually. Man. Okay. So yeah, I mean, to be honest, I mean, yeah. Let's what should I do now? You get these huge experience pools. Some of them have got 10 in them. This is pretty cool. So yeah, I got to level 72 pretty fast. So let's for some reason I can't get off. For some reason I don't know why the growth is not working properly, which is annoying. But oh well. So let's be careful here. Alright, so I'll just do this. You don't need to be that careful if you're doing it like this. Do I need to get the one underneath? No, I can't really. Alright. Let's just jump up here. I don't want to touch it. And let's get my wither skull out. Let's just put another block here just in case it somehow for some reason went over there. And what about... I thought wither skull worked though. No, not that. Where's it gone now? Oh, there it is. You're going to want to lose it if not careful. Yeah, alright. Looks like there's either put a piston or put a torch underneath it. But I was sure my other methods work, but obviously they don't. So let's try a torch underneath it, that should work. No, maybe you don't do it like that, you do it something like this. Maybe like this? There we go. So there we have the dragon egg number 122. So what I want to do now is let's look at what ores we've got in this world. Yeah, don't see why not. Sodalite. Because I just think, because there's so much in the overworld, and I know there'll be less in the end, but still, it's interesting to see it anyway. Not gonna lie, though, it's a bummer that I can't get the literally, I look at you know, I look at the controls. I don't like this either, it's annoying. Gravity fly key, and they're normally set to F. Oh wait, maybe I'm wearing the quantum suit though. That might be the problem. I didn't choose the quantum suit, did I? Oh, I did. Alright, no problem. Okay. Awesome. Because this I'd much prefer, because at least I can fly. This just looks like, I bet it's not cold though. That is Tungstate, that's from, that is from Greg Tech, I believe. I think a lot of the obscure ones, there's a lot of, someone called Sheldonite, I think. From what I can tell, they're actually all, oh, I did actually leave one, that's awesome. So like, see, this is what I'm looking for. This is the olivine, I think. Let's have a look. Yeah, see, olivine. So you may be thinking, well, what's going to happen now then? The answer is I'm going to try and do some machine work. One of the interesting things actually about the end is that when you do water, it goes much more seriously in the end, I think. If we get like a water bucket, we can get rid of some of this stuff now. Yeah. Stupid, I don't want to have for getting it, no problem there. Alright. Whatever. So now what I want to think about is now to build this industrial grinder. Industrial grinder is a very important item in GregTech. And you may also be wondering why I've got the Dragon Egg. Let's look at that first. We want to go for the Dragon Egg Cipher. It's called Dragon Egg Energy Cipher, and it outputs 128 EU per tick, which is exactly what the industrial grinder needs. So I thought that'd be quite cool. So what we do is put that down, and then we get a Dragon Egg, and we put it on top. There you go. There it's on. So that is going to output, and we can connect some cable into that. Now, the other thing we want to look at is this is how to build it. And what we need is the standard machine casing, which is this stuff. And if we look at the recipe for this, we can see that it requires 6 refined iron, electronic circuit, or various gates or electron tubes, which are in forestry, which I'll be looking at when I look at farms. Farms are a very, very complex thing in forestry, actually, the most complex thing. Various machine holes. You can see there's multiple things you can put in here. Yeah, I'm kind of curious why this looks exactly the same to me. But yeah, standard machine casing we're going to need, and you also need a water source block, and we're also going to need reinforced machine casing. So let's look at that. Nice. Wow. Steel. Why has it got written iron then? Is it some sort of alloy or something? So this needs, see, the better. It's more upgraded basically because it needs the higher Buildcraft gates or the pulsating chipset. And yeah. So let's get some of that stuff. I wonder what this solder light does. We'll look at tungsten as well. These you can put in the centrifuge and stuff, or there's there's a lot of interesting. Basically, the most important things to realize, centrifuge, which basically agitates stuff into order to, it's just like a centrifuge in real life. Agitates it to release the stuff, extract it. Obviously, we've got its companion in forestry as well. The other important item is going to be the. Spell that right? Pretty. Yeah, it looks like I did. No, maybe I didn't. Okay, so there's other items there. Industrial electrolyzer. These are important items, actually. We'll see if I get onto them now. There's a few other things I want to talk about. And this industrial grinder I'm about to build, it does need constant water in EU. So let's build the first layer first, which would make sense, I suppose. Okay. So what we'll do now is we'll actually get some of this casing. So we'll get some standard machine casing. And then we'll get some reinforced machine casing. And we'll build structure. So what we're going to need is 1, 2. I forgot about these boots. Alright, we're on standard? Yeah, standard. So we need nine boxes of stand machine casing. Now for the second layer, we don't want this one. We're going to want this there. So we've got 9 here. What we're going to need now is we're going to need the reinforced casing. And then we'll put this down here. And the top layer is standard machine casing. No, I'll just, as long as it's not next to it, it doesn't normally, as long as you don't put stuff next to it, it doesn't normally interfere with this kind of stuff. But yeah, I'll just get rid of it anyway. And yeah. So, let's have a look at the industrial grinder. Okay, so we'll do that. I think there is actually a way to just delete the whole. Can you control AA? You can't. Oh well. And this requires a lot of the GregTech stuff. Industrial electrolyzer, like I just mentioned, pump. So this is a regular pump. Wolframian grinder, diamond grinder. Similar sort of stuff here. The diamond grinder is steel and diamond dust. A lot of these GregTech things, they use a lot of dust. You've actually got normal dust and you have tiny pile of dust. So it's another way to tier the dust in a slightly better way. And you can see they take 128, which is what we're going to be supplying it with anyway. So yeah, I think a gold cable might be alright. So so let's put some of these in then, the industrial grinders. Okay, let's get some of those, and can take a maximum of 4. There you go. You can see it's activated there. It's just gone green. You can see this is going to it's just going to work like that. I'm not sure if I can put gold cable. Might be able to though, we'll see. You'd think it'd be alright. Depends how it sends the packets, because remember there's actually that thing with EUP as opposed to EU per tick. Sometimes the amount of stuff that actually goes through is not quite the same. If you watch one of my earlier industrial craft videos, you can see that. Let's see how this is going to do. Okay, let's not do that. Okay, it appears to be on here. Let's put in our olivine ore. Now this thing does actually need a constant supply of water, I believe. It needs constant water and EU, so let me try something. Okay, this is going into a bit of railcraft now. But you know, you can't, it doesn't always, I think, I'm not sure, but I think I should be able to generate it here as well. Let me just get around this. I think I should be able to do this. Let's do 1, 2. May need to do something slightly different. Let's see. Okay, it seems to be alright. Whether that will be enough is another matter. Let me just fill it up a bit. No, I'll use these. Alright, so now we've got the water. See, what I'd like to do is be able to somehow directly pipe it in. But I don't think the tank works quite like that. So let me just get this, yeah, I'm going to do it like this. Let me do this stuff for now. Okay. Okay. I don't know why it's going in there. Try putting it in the other side. Oh, what am I doing? I need a proper bucket, not that one. Alright. Okay, so I'll put the buckets in there. Ah, shit. Alright, I've got some going in. I'm just wondering if they're actually going to carry on going. That looks better. So let's see what happens now. So there we are, that's what I said, MG2, FE2, SiO4, tiny bar of olivine dust, tiny bar of emerald dust, and bucket. So they've returned. Alright, good. Yeah, I should point out actually that olivine is actually a rare drop from emerald ore. So yeah. This is quite an interesting little diagram here. Yeah, you see, basically it's to do with the fact that each face in GregTech blocks you can actually that you can output and input from different. It's kind of different. I mean, it's something I'm going to have to really explore in later episodes, but really it kind of helps you, I think. And I think in the long run it's going to be very, very useful to have the green. I mean, that green dot seems very useful. Now, I've done a couple of other things actually. One of the things that we can do is for the industrial grinder basically the water cells are not actually the best way of doing it. One of the better ways of doing it is we can use sodium persulfate cells or mercury cells. Now sodium persulfate cells, we need 2 sodium sulfide cells. Let me just look at the recipe here. If we go to sodium persulfate, we can do, you can see we need a chemical reactor, and we combine sodium sulfide and compressed air cells to get the sodium persulfate cells. Now compressed air cells are quite interesting as well. If we get, say, a scuba helmet, which we've actually got on already, and we get some of these compressed air cells, just go out here, yeah, get some of these compressed air cells. What we can actually do is we can go, let's just find a spot where we'd actually be drowning, like here. You can see that basically what's going to happen is it's going to go down to 4 bubbles, and then that's it. So we can breathe underwater for quite an extended period of time, obviously with doing it in that way. So let's look at some of the items we're actually going to be using GregTech most of the time. Chemical reactor, just spoken about the sodium persulfate. You need sodium sulfide, compressed air cells, and a chemical reactor. And if we actually look at the recipe for this one, we'll just go to that. Let's go back to this. Yeah, sodium persulfate. So it actually needs 2 of them. This needs 2 of sulfur, 2 of sodium. Sodium is sulfur, empty cell. So you can see how that works. And obviously we've got the centrifuge and the agitator sort of thing. Needs lava. Similar one in industrial craft. Is that industrial craft? Might be. Industrial electrolyzer as well. So for the mercury cells, which we can also speed up, remember in the industrial grinder, we need 2. Yeah. Let's have a look at that actually. See they're centrifuged from redstone, pyrite, ruby, and we can make various other minerals like that. Make a compressed air cell. We can just put in some empty cells in here, and you can see that we're going to get the compressed air cell, which let's have a look, see if there's any other interesting uses for that. Obviously this is a component really. Compressor. Industrial electrolyzer, you can see, and it tells you the EU, the time, max energy, hydrogen. You see, it's dealing with a lot of chemicals. And one of the interesting things when I was looking up olivine, which I suppose is what this video is really about, is the fact that it's got traces of lots of things in it, and it's actually linked to basalt as well, which is so it's going to be very, very interesting to see how. I mean, because I think a lot of it really is based on kind of biochemistry. So I mean, and that is something which is definitely to look forward to. So yeah. I'll be doing a lot more on this and of course all the other mods, so thanks a lot for watching. Hello, welcome to Dimensional Doors. You can actually see a dimensional door over here, but that's not what I want to do. As you can see, it appears like that. What I want to do is actually try and understand what's going on here. So the best way to do that is we do DD and then we do create. Okay, so then it says create a door to a pocket dimension, dimension ID equals 6. Please build your dungeon there. Alright. So you can see it's actually built it. It doesn't quite look the same as that. So we go in. And here we are, we're in here now. So, yeah. Could probably do with some torches, see what the fuck's going on. The answer is not much. I wonder if we do TPX. Not TPX, TPS. Okay. Well, I guess we're going to have to wonder where we are. But it doesn't really matter anyway, because that kind of isn't the point at the moment. So we get some stone out. I can at least build something in here. So let's just get. Actually, I don't really need torches because the lighting is fine, isn't it? All right, so we'll build a room here very briefly. Okay, and really, I'm just doing this to showcase how this is actually done. Now, what this mod comes with, it comes with a whole lot of these things. these pocket dimensions they're called. And I'm curious actually what it actually comes with. So if I do DD Rift list, seems like there's actually quite a lot that it's coming with. I can't even see them all because it's just showing them too fast. And this is a way to go up. Is there a way to go up in the text? I'm not sure there is. It might be there. But you can see that already. You can see the sort of naming structure. I'm just going to try and just do it without any of those stuff and hope that I don't get any of those ones. It would be good if I could just delete them all. I don't know if that's possible though. But yeah, if we do this anyway, we create a room, right? So yeah. So that. Alright, so just do... So if I go in here now, I appear straight out the door that I just came in. So this is a two-way thing working like that, and I appear in the pocket dimension which I made. So yeah. So what I want to do now then is I want to go further into the dungeon. Okay, so let's have a look at this. The next thing actually I wanted to do is do a chest. So we'll get a chest. We'll get a dispenser as well. Regular and you can only use vanilla items here. So you can see there's nothing in the dispenser, nothing in the chest. Let's try going out. Out we go. Back here. In we go. There's still nothing in the chest. Now I believe that these chests, once I actually save it, it's probably because I haven't saved it yet. But yeah, I probably makes sense to actually create the dungeon first, and then what it will do is actually spawn in arrows in the dispenser and random loot in the chest. You can't actually control what loot goes in there, I don't believe anyway. So yeah. So to lead further into a dungeon, you need to use an iron door. So let's do that. Get an iron door. And yeah, I can just go further in, I guess. So what? What happened there? Do I need to use... I wonder if I need to use another type of it. It doesn't seem to want to let me place it. Let's just go into it. Okay. So I guess you need to actually place the proper one in this case. So now let's go in. Alright, if we go back out. Good, okay. So that's good. Now, no, that is good. So basically, okay. So basically, we go in here. And again, we'll create a room. Obviously, the whole point is to create, basically just, regular sort of survival thing. You can do, traps, and you can do chests, and you can do these things. So basically, there's different types. There's a hub. There's a simple hall. A hub has got 4 or more iron doors. A simple hall has got 1 or 2 iron doors. Complex halls, 3 can contain wooden doors. Okay. So I believe, and also because each dimension, Now, one of the things I'm not sure about is if each dimension is actually got its own name, or whether the entire rift has its own name. Each dungeon, because this could be seen as one dungeon. So now what you have to do now is, if I get a sandstone block, there we go, sandstone block, and I get a wooden door. Maybe I need to use the okay. So I do need to use yeah. I do need to use the proper one here. I will talk about and what this is going to do, because I placed it on top of a sandstone block. Here I am back. And there's no door. So yeah. And that's disappeared now. Oh wait, the door was there. Oh no, it's still here. So let's just do this again. Go in here. Through here. Out here. Now you may be thinking, what happens if I go in that one then? And that's actually what I'm thinking, because I have no fucking idea. So let's just build a platform where that door randomly spawned. And if I go in that door over there, that is not going to take me anywhere that I want to go. I mean, it'll just take me to the preset doors. And while that is probably quite interesting to look at, all the preset stuff, it possibly is more interesting to do it in a sort of creative sense. So we go in here now. Okay, so I'm going to leave it there, I think. I'm going to talk about this in more detail. I'm going to talk about the naming. I'm going to try and name some stuff for the next episode. But really, I really just wanted to do some very basic stuff with this mod, because I really want to get into it, in a coherent fashion. So, thanks for watching. Hello, and welcome back to Dimensional Doors. Now, what I want to do is, I'm still in the same rift that I was in originally. That's leading out to the overworld. In here, I've gone in here. And I've actually removed this door that was here using the rift remover. But what I really want to do is use the rift signature here. So what I'm going to do is, to illustrate the usage of this, I've thought of three sets, right? We've got the Fibonacci numbers, we've got the odd numbers, and we've got the prime numbers. So what I want to do is illustrate this. So you can see that this is room 3. So this is going to be the starter for all of them. So all of them have got 3 in their set. So what I need to do is get some wool to indicate which door is which. So I'll say, I'll just choose, it doesn't really make much difference, to be honest. So I'll do orange, magenta, and light blue. So yeah, just put them in order maybe. Okay, and the white wall is going to sort of say what the door is. So if I say, so I can say that I say that this door is orange, right? Yeah, I may make these rooms bigger in the future. I just don't know. We'll see. So that one could be orange, right? So when I go in here, I go through the orange portal into 5. Okay, and they're all going to have to lead here because they've all got 5 in their set. So go in here. So this is going to be room 5. So I'll just do room 5. Yeah. I'll do it like this so it's a bit easier to tell. So this is going to be room 5. I could, I suppose, put a sign, but I don't know. It doesn't make much difference really when dealing with quite low numbers. So this is going to be room 5. Now the question is, of course, that's all well and good that I've got, you know, the Fibonacci series covered, but what about odd numbers? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do one for odd numbers as well. So I might break that. I'm going to put down another dimensional door, like so. So what I have to do is I then, to get the rift signature, I shift right click with it, and we get rift signature stored. Okay. So then what I have to do is I have to go back into room 5, and I'm going to need to get an access point. So I'll make my access point it might actually be a bit more helpful if I put some more stone here. I'm just going to get rid of the rift remover. Hopefully I won't get it. You can see that it's actually glowing now, the rift signature. Well, that's not going to work, is it? Could go off this edge. Well, yeah, I mean, this is more to show the functionality. The formatting of it is perhaps not going to, because I can't actually place a door that far back, I don't believe. Let's see if I can actually place one back. No, it's only going to let me place it on this block, and then it'll be ahead of it. So I'll just, I guess I'll just do it like that. All right. So I'll put the rift signature here. Oh shit. Alright, so I fucked that up, because I need to shift right click. But let's see if I can correct it. So what I'll do now is I'll get the rift remover, break the door. You see you've got a rift there. You just click on it, it makes that noise. This has not got anything now. So let's go back in. Can I get this door again? There we go. Does that get it? Alright, it's gone. Alright, so I've still got that now. Put the door down again. Did it work this time? Yes. Good. Alright. So we're doing better now. Alright. So this door is linked to this. This door linked to this. So we can see now we've got the Fibonacci going from 3 to 5. We've got the odd numbers going from 3 to 5. And there's just one left, and that's the prime numbers. So let's see if we can do this a bit more smoothly now. Put the door down there. This is actually quite a good layout here, but on the other side it's not quite what I wanted. But we'll see, it's quite hard because it comes in from the side. But anyway, so again we're going to want to link it. So we'll store the signature. Go through any of the doors, doesn't actually matter. And we'll put down another dimensional door. Put the blue wall next to it. And okay. So there we go. So now if we wanted to follow it through, so the next number we have to look at is 7, but only the odd numbers and the prime numbers are going to go to 7. Okay, so it's only going to be the magenta and the light blue. So we'll just, may as well just Alright, so here we are in room 5. Now to get to room 7, we haven't actually created room 7 yet. So I'm going to want to go to room 7. So let's go around this way, I guess. Can I build up here? Yep. Let's create a bit more room for myself. Okay. So you get another door out here. And in we go. So here we are in room 7. Let's build room 7. Okay. Let's do a little more. Doesn't need to be so big because there's not so many numbers here actually. But I'll do it like this anyway. Alright, so the initial door in room 7 is going to be the odd numbers, and we said that the odd numbers were magenta. So we can make this magenta. And we'll put magenta here. Okay. So the next thing we need to do is we'll put another door down here. There we go. Then we'll take the rift signature. There it is. This is going to be light blue, isn't it? Okay. So here we are in room 7. We'll do 1, 2, 3, 4, 7. And we'll do the light blue. And we'll put the dimensional door down. There. And we'll create the rift. Okay. So yeah. So that's good. That is good. So the next thing we want to do is, yeah, so from 7, now it gets more interesting. Because remember, we still got all of these here. So these, the odd numbers are happy to go from 5 to 7. The prime numbers are happy to go from 5 to 7. But the Fibonacci numbers, they want to go to 8. So we're going to do the Fibonacci numbers over here. So I think that's probably the best way to look at this. Okay. So the Fibonacci numbers want to go to 8. So again, we're going to put another dimensional door here. And this is going to be Fibonacci numbers. No, it'd actually probably look better if I just did it on the wall there. Yeah, because I didn't open it, it didn't actually make a rift as well, which is quite interesting. That's kind of looking different, but yeah. You know, it's interesting. I can probably review this and think about how I might make improvements in the future. But anyway, so those two are happy to go to 7. The Fibonacci now wants to go to 8. 8 hasn't even been created. So if we go to 8, here we are in 8. Okay, I'm just going to make this. There's not too much going on in this room, so there's only the Fibonacci here in 8. So we'll put 8 here. Okay, and yeah. So obviously now okay, so this is the Fibonacci numbers, and we said this was orange. So here we are in 8. Let's try and label everything. If I the rift does well. The rift is there, but luckily we've got the rift remover. Just click on it a few times and it goes away. Good. Okay. So I may even replace the wall with an actual sign because it almost might make some more sense, but I don't know. Maybe not. All right. So everything looks good so far. So now what we need to think about is we've got 8 done, we've got 7 done. So the next number is going to be luckily, because I actually use the tags, because I'd probably be forgetting by now, and it was a bit silly to do it like that. But anyway, so the next number we have to look at is 9, and 9 is again going to be similar to 8 in terms of. So we need to go through the odd numbers, which are magenta. So we'll go through the odd door, and here we are in 7. Now, what that wants to do now is it wants to go to 9. Okay. So we're going to say, okay, let's go to 9. 9, of course, has not been created. So we're going to go to 9. Yeah, let's go to 9. So here we are in 9. Okay, just make it a little bigger. Okay, and of course we're dealing with the odd numbers, so we're dealing with magenta again. And let's label the room. 9. Alright, so no other numbers got 9. However, the next number we're going to be dealing with, the Fibonacci number, is going to go all the way from 8 to the end, which is 13. But from here, what we need to do is we need to go to 11. Now, should I create? Just think about precedence, really. I don't think precedence is that important, but I'm gonna just I'm gonna create it from the other one there. Not sure there's a real reason for it, but it just I don't know. I just got an inkling that maybe it's better to do that. So here we are in 7. The magenta, the odd numbers, is happy to go off to 9, but the prime numbers, the light blue, doesn't want to go there. Prime numbers wants to go to 11, so that's where it's going to go. So we'll put down a light blue. We haven't created 11, of course, yet. So I didn't mean to do that. Let's just get rid of that. Okay, so I'll just put the door down first, maybe. Probably a good idea. Yep, okay. And we're doing the light blue here. So we're going from 7 and we're going to go to 11. So let's go to 11. Now 11 is going to be a bit of a bigger room. Well, it's going to be about the same as this, I suppose. So we'll go there. And here we are in 11. Okay. I always forget you can actually hold it, but anyway. So here we are in 11. Alright. I think you can do behind, but you just can't see much. I think there's about 3 chunks as well. Alright, so here we are in 11. Let's label the room. So it's not that easy to tell at this stage. But well, it's not that hard to tell. I mean, 3 is the most you can normally tell. 9, 11. So here we are in 11. And we're dealing with the prime numbers, so we've got light blue, right? Let's just confirm that. Yep. So now 11 is also going to come from the odd numbers. So we're going to need to cater for that. So here we are back in 7. The odd numbers are here. So the odd numbers are going to go from 7 to 9, then to 11. Okay. So we're going to leave 7. We're going to go through to 9. Wait. Which room are we in now? Here we are in 5. Now we're in 7. Now we're in 9. Okay. So we need to link together. We need to link together 9 to 11. Okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to place down another door here. This door again is going to be linked here. Then we're going to take the rift signature of this door. There it is. So we've taken the rift signature of 9, and we're going to want to link to a door in 11. So we're going to go back to 7, and when we're going to go through the prime number door, which is the light blue door, back to 11. And then we're going to put another door, say here. We're going to get the alright, so from 11, 9. Good. Okay. And now, what I'm going to do now, because we've done, so this is 9. This is 11. So we need to go back to 5. So it might be a bit, we may as well go the fast route. So we'll go back to 7. Now to get back to 5, we could use any of the doors really. Yeah, because obviously, yeah, let's go back to 5 anyway. Okay, so here we are back in 5. So in 5, we're going to need to go through to 8. Oh no, it's just taken us back, that was the wrong one. Alright, so here we are in 5. We're going to go to 8. Yes. Okay, so here we are in 8. So now we're going to need to go to 13. Okay. So yeah, let's do that. Okay, so we're going to put another door here. And I'm going to mark it again with the orange wall. So from 8 to now, we're going to 13. Okay. So it's going to have to be a decent room, this one. I haven't really thought about the orientation of it, but well. To be honest, this is going to be like, I don't want to, I'm just going to do it up to here anyway. So this is room 13. This is the end of the line, basically. Yep, 4 lots of 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. 13. And this door, this is the Fibonacci door, and this Fibonacci series is now complete. Okay, so we'll go back. So we'll go back from 13, and we'll go back to 8. There's 8. And we'll go back to 5. But now what we need to do is we need to go back to 11. The quickest way to do it is to go through the prime numbers, which is the light blue. So we'll go from, so we're at 5 here. So we need to go through to 7 and then to 11. So here we are in 7. Through to 11. And here we are in 11. Okay, so this is going to, yeah. So now what we're going to need to do And there is a possibility, actually, I'm thinking I could possibly, I could have streamlined this by, because when you create this rift with the rift signature, I think, either one can really be the starting point. I think I'm doing it in a certain way to be consistent. Okay. So, yeah. So we've got the, so basically these are both going to go to 13. So we'll, yeah. I'll do the light blue first, which is the prime numbers. I'll create a dimensional door here. I'll take the rift signature. So I'll go from 11 back to 7, back to 5, up to 8, up to 13, and I'll just do these all over the place now. So, like I said, this is going to be the prime number door. Do that. I'll take my rift signature, create the rift. Okay, so now we can see that we've got this 13 and it's going to lead directly to 11. So the last thing to do now is to do the odd numbers. Okay. So again, I'm going to use exactly the same technique. I'm going to take the rift signature here. Now, because I've got this door, I can go to 13 more easily. I can create my final door. Put down the magenta wall. Paste the rift signature here. Now we come. All right, so that is the conclusion. But to be honest, now we've done it, what I'm going to do, let's go back to the start. So here we are in 11. I'll just quickly, I'll go back to 7 here. Now we go back to 5. It doesn't matter which way I go here. And I'm going to go all the way back actually. So here we are at the beginning. So to conclude, let's go through each of the sequences in turn. So here we are in room 3. We're going to go through the Fibonacci series first, which is represented by the orange wall. So in 3, we're going to go through here, and here we are in room 5. Here we are in room 8. And here we are in room 13. Next, let's go through the odd numbers as represented by the magenta wall. We are in room 3. Now we are in room 5. We'll now move to room 7. And here we are in room 9. And here we are in room 11. And finally, here we are in room 13. And I'll just go through the doors in a standard fashion. Okay. Finally, we have the prime numbers as represented by the blue wall. Here we are in room 3. We'll move through to room 5. We'll move through to room 7. And once again, we'll move through into room 11. We'll go through here. And here we are in room 13. And once again, I'll return through the rifts back to the beginning. So that's an example of showing 3 different sequences using dimensional doors, taking advantage of the rift signature tool. Thanks for watching. Hello, so welcome to Extra Bees Part 1. You may have seen before I've done a few of the extra bees already. I've done stuff with the energetic bee, basically the bees that make lightning. It's energetic, excited and ecstatic bees. They're the ones that make the lightning. I want to look at a different branch of bees today. So let's just get the database out. And the branch that I'm looking for, if you remember, I did the this branch, the energetic branch. And the branch I would like to do now, funnily enough, I may do something. So these are the Formic bees. I may do a separate thing with them as well, because that'd be quite interesting. But the branch I'd like to do is hostile. So you see there's 3 in there: decaying, skeletal and creepy. And the benefit of these is they actually spawn mobs. So that's pretty cool. Okay, so you can see some facts about them there. Short lifespan, so they should be able to every 2.5 minutes. Biomes, what biomes are we allowed here? Well, I believe I'm not actually that far away from a wasteland, so that might be okay. Desolate and frugal to make skeletal. Okay. What else was I going to do down here? What about the creepy ones? Obviously, you can imagine what they do. They got the same biomes because they're in the same branch. So, yeah, I'm trying to think if I can actually. What was this? Alright, this is going to count. Okay. Alright. That was actually a misclick there. What did I just click? B. Oh, B. So B does new waypoint just like that. Alright. Yeah, I'm just getting used to new mod pack and everything. Alright, so we're in the right area now. So let's get the trusty imprinter out. Yeah, I believe these ones are actually, I mean, it looks like they're actually in NEI, that these are the forestry ones. I mean, I know for a fact about forest, meadows, modest, marshy, tropical, I would imagine is pretty vanilla as well. Well, vanilla forestry, you know, as far as princess and so let's just look how it's going to work. So I need to go for, actually I should probably do it slightly differently. I should just yeah, this isn't actually 100, is it? This is actually just, okay. I know it says get infinite amount there. So what I want to do then is find, might be better to go from the other way actually. You get the Olivine ones. Did that in Greg Tech a few days ago. By the way, it seems the extra B's kind of encompass a lot of the different mods. Let's just try and get here. Alright, let me just get these bees and I'll come back. Alright, so what we've got, creepy drone, creepy princess, skeletal drone. Well, I guess good times any. See what happens here. Okay. %. Arid 0%. Yeah, I knew that. Probably would help if I wasn't in peaceful mode. I wonder if they're going to spawn on the surface there. I don't even know if that's the case. Let's do one of those. Obviously, skill. This doesn't need any flowers, though, does it? I mean, it could be the error message is not coming up. Could be it doesn't like to do it in peaceful. I've got it in normal, that's fine. Could be it needs to be nighttime, you'd imagine. I don't know if they'd spawn and just not. Weird. Well, let's just do it at nighttime then. Ah, here we are. When do we get an increased rate of spawning? I don't know like how many we can get. There's no zombie one though, I don't think. Okay. just a shit ton. Well, it certainly is. Problem is, I think their lifespan is really short. Fucking hell, there are loads of them. Oh yeah, while I'm at it, I've been thinking of more. Because the thing what you could do is, I was thinking, like, if you want them to follow a path. This thing like this. How high can the ocelots jump actually? Can they get out of there? But yeah, I mean, wait a minute. That's shit. Oh, I just spawned him in the actual thing there. Pretty cool though, that. Yeah, the mini maps. There's one packed out mini map. But anyway, so that's it really. You've got the creepy drones, creepy princesses, skeletal princesses, and skeletal drones. Thanks for watching.